Aha. Here we go. That's on. Hello. Okay, we are on. We are on and we are live, so that's all that matters. So I could close this down now, correct? Let's just see. Okay. Hopefully I am live now. So I'm just yes. So I'll share this to Discord. Share and share it, see what comes up. Okay, let's see if this works. Visit site, so I'm going to go on here. Hello? Hello? I'm just checking my audio levels, so bear with me. Okay, let's see if this works. Visit site, so I'm going to go on here. Hello? So I'm just going to share it. I'm just checking my audio levels, so bear with me. Okay. Okay, so I was just checking a few things now. Welcome on board. We are taking part in the Fly UK Class B Atlantic Tour. That's what we're doing now. And we are here at, I can't pronounce the name, but Sierra Alpha Echo Zulu in Brazil, and we're flying to Rio. Now I flew into real world. That was cool. So the flight number is the tour leg. It's Skyways Foxtrot Lima Papa November Delta 02. So leg 2 of suppose of the Atlantic tour. And thank you for coming on board. I really do appreciate it. If you're watching now, thank you, I suppose. It's the first time I've used this new software for streaming. I'm currently using now OBS instead of Nvidia because it kept on crashing. So I'm just going to put my SkyTrack down there. Okay, well, we're running behind schedule, so let's go ahead and jump inside the aircraft. And let's jump inside the aircraft and let's get going. In fact, I want to videos flow pop out. Let's see it. So we're going to do that, and interface. Yes, I know I'm using the free the wheel. I'll try to find the is it in here? Disable default toolbar. Okay, that should be good. So I'm going to bring up, yes, there we go. I need to add GSX in there, of course. Why wouldn't I? So that's done. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to jump my head tracker on. So here we go. We are in the Phoenix A320, and let's get going. So let's bring up the EFBs. I like that one on there. Let's start up. So we want power onto the aircraft. So battery 2 and then battery 1. External power. And let's start bringing on some lights. Bringing on some lights there. Crew supply. Emergency evac to me. Emergency gen test. Yep. Happy days. And then we'll put the navs on. One on a line on battery. Two on a line on battery. And three on a line and battery. I'm going to go ahead, select what I want to select there. APU fire test. And seen 3 times. And cargo smoke fire test. And seen 3 times. Hopefully that stopped. It might come on again. It is annoying, that one. Integrators, let's whack them on. Seatbelt signs will have to stay off because we need to board fuel. But we could test all the enunciations are working correctly. So that's done. Okay, we'll come back to the rest of the test in a couple of minutes. Okay, so FMC on this side, ATSU on this side, and we'll go on to receive messages there. TCAS is standby. Let's change the TCAS to... that's the first time I've done it all individually for me. 2000, we'll slip it onto auto, and it's standby anyway. Weather radar, well, we could select to be, but we won't put it on until we're at the runway. PA could go on, cabin enunciation could go on, and the init page can go on. Okay, so we've got not enough time really, so master balance. Okay, let's just go into the, just going to round that up to 9.5. Put into that. We'll apply and load the aircraft in a couple of minutes time. Integra lines can go on there. Okay, so my pre-flows are nearly done. I've got oxygen tests. We've got flow. If we've got flow, we could go. Okay, so that's all done. I'm now going to go to init request. I'll request our flights. Arriving ILS Tango, ILS Uniform, ILS X-Ray. Let's do ILS Tango. It's different, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to align the IRS. Should already be aligned. That'll give me a countdown there of 5 minutes. Just clear that message and go back. And also I want a wind request, so it's more accurate for fuel. Clear that message off and go back. So flight number here today, we're going to put in UKV02 just for, so Skyways 02 just for, I've put a cost index in of 25, and 370 is our cruising altitude. And obviously I know I've put 9.5 in, so I could fill that in now, and the rest we'll do when we're boarding. So I'm just going to check
Tank rate. Pull up.
terrain system GPS, which is correct.
Terrain.
No need to check the image, it's not on yet. Okay, and CV test.
Glide slope.
Tested, engine 1 test. 2, and on the ECAM 3, engine 2 test, local annunciators, ECAM 3 tests. Okay, let's put the fuel pumps, the cockpit into ready to go, and let's so GSX should have actually sorry, I'm in the Phoenix. Fly and load aircraft. GSX.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Whatever you want to use.
Boarding requested.
Gates covered out, go through the tug. Always funny to see. Rear stairs by Austral. Okay, so what are we doing today? Oh, let me just knock that off. Okay, what are we doing today and where we're going? Well, we are coming from Ezeiza International in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and we're flying through to Galileo Antonio Carlos Jobim in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. We are on the Class B tour. So basically we're going to follow the coast of Argentina through to the coast of Rio de Janeiro.
Passengers boarding starting.
On runway 10.
Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives
There's
and
not really
ask
much
to do
more
it.
to say about that. The SID itself, you can look into that. Let's have a look at the SID. Let's bring it up on my local tablet. So I've got a local tablet to my left hand side. I will bring it up for you on this screen as well. So we're going on the the PTA 6 Bravo we're departed on. Let me know if you can't see my SID in the chat. PTA 6 Bravo. Okie dokie. So we're straight out there to PTA, no restrictions. And then off to our first waypoint by the looks of it. So, what I can do, let's just bring this up a bit. Now we've got off the charts. Let's bring that up. And I'll show you what's happening. You won't be able to see this. Okay, so this is our flight. Okay, change that. Okay. So, this is our route we're taking here. Like we said, we're leaving and we're going off the coast of Argentina, Uruguay, Rio Grande, Santa Catalina, and down into Rio de Janeiro. On the second leg of the tour, we're taking the PTA 6 Bravo departure, which looks like this. It looks confusing, but it really isn't. We're taking off on runway 11, so it'll be 110 anyway, so it'll be straight out 110 degrees, picking up the inbound radial 290 into PTA, so that's already there, 113.7, and from there we'll follow our flight plan, which is, let me just hide that. So our flight plan, our next waypoint after that is Dorvo. So we'll take an outbound range of 56 from there for 24.4 miles to Dorvo, and then as filed. Coming to Rio de Janeiro then, this is our star. We're coming in on the paid. Right up here, we're coming in on the painted terminal arrival route. We go flight level 120, flight level 80. So we have to be at flight level 630 by the time we hit Dongi. Having a look at that then on the approach chart. So Dongi is there, and we've got roughly 14 miles from there. 2, 5, 10, Okay, so we're going to be going down to 3.5, where we're going to catch the 3-degree glide slope down, and then into runway 10. What we're going to do on runway 10. So landing on 10, hopefully we can come off on a hotspot of Charlie Charlie. And then we're going to come down to the terminal. Our international terminal will be Terminal 1. So we'll do a left onto November, all the way down to November. Keep going to Link 1, and we're going to cross Link 1 straight into the apron and find a parking spot in there. Let me just get the parking spots here. Let's put that in. Right, so hopefully, well, we'll take anything they GSX wants to throw at us for that, which is cool. Okay, so that is that. Where are we now? So we're sat here on the gate. We're obviously being loaded, as you can see. Can't take that off the screen, so can't block it, but what I can do is make it a bit smaller, move it around. There we are, so we're being loaded. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to push back nose left, okay. I'm then going to go all the way around the apron to Echo, no, scratch that. We're going to go on the apron, we'll get taxied to Foxtrot onto the holding point, runway 11, and then from there we'll do the departure as briefed. So that is what is happening. I have also got that on my tablet to the left, so just to let you know. If you're watching, say hello in the chat. First time you've been to the channel, like and subscribe. So there's Navigraph gone, so let's jump back inside, and we're going to create the flight plan. First of all, we'll accept the live sheet.
This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
We're going to be late anyway, just the way it is. So we want our flight plan, and we're leaving. Says I can't pronounce it. So we're leaving Argentina. Runway 1, runway 11. And I'll zoom in a bit for you. We're taking the PTA 6 Bravo departure. We ain't got no trans, we don't. Oh, trans Dorvo. So we'll insert that. If there's 2 Dorvos when you go through, you can delete the other one. No, that's pretty good. And we're arriving into Rio on runway 10 ILS Tango. And we'll be coming in on the I believe it's the Pabe E1 Alpha. There it is. Pabe E1 Alpha, and we're already going via Dongi, which is correct. We can insert that into our FMC. And then we're going to look through for any discontinuities. There shouldn't be any discontinuities, but let's have a purchase through. We do know there is some restrictions on the star, so we'll bring that up in a second. Okay, now we've got a continuity and a flight plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally stop. Let's bring back Navgraph and let's see what this continuity is, shall we? So I'm looking for Aknubib. Is there, and it's to Ropas. So we're missing Ropas there. We are missing a couple of the transition points there, so we can actually put them in if we like. So we want to go to Ropas. Make sure it's spelled the same. R-O-P-A-S or Romeo Oscar Papa Alpha, and we're going to whack that in there. Ropas to ILTIT. India Lima Tango India Tango, and then that's to Kabuk K-A-B Kilo Alpha Bravo Uniform Kilo. Put that into our flight plan to Whiskey Juliet 001. From there, we direct to Pabe. So there we can clear out that discontinuity and insert. Okay, now we know on that arrival, if we look, there's no restriction until paid up. We have to be above 1200. So I'm just going to go through here. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put in 1200 as a restriction. Flight level 120 into there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We'll insert
welcome
it.
on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first,
Work through the
and keep your small items
MCDU.
under the seat in front of you. These include
Might be easier to come
laptops,
the next way,
handbags,
so
duty-free and
Lima.
loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you
Oh,
have
that's
safely
one
stowed
idea.
your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining
there we go.
customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for
So
departure.
Golf
This
Lima.
is a no-smoking service. Thank you for
Reverser,
observing this
there's
policy.
no restriction. Golf Lima 01. We want to be at 8. I'm going to leave it at plus 8,000, but I want to be at 6.3 at Dongi. So I'm just going to change that one as well to a hard altitude to help the VNAV. So I'm going to insert that. From Dongi then, obviously we're going to go onto the ILS Tango. Let's look at the route there. So this time I'm going to come this way, so it's going to be easier. From Dongi at 6.3, Sunsea it's saying 3.9 plus, and Gavok 3.5 plus. So that will be a hard 3.5 as well. Insert that. So that's the flight plan done. So remember the difference. So we've got our flight plan done. Our RadNav is set up with the outbound VOR. Progress, we could put in there our arrival, which is SBGL or Sierra Bravo Golf Lima, and we're going to put runway 10 in. That gives us a distance there. Perth, we've not done that yet. Our fuel prediction, we've not done that yet, but we will copy the active flight plan, and that is us ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to leave it on Perth for now. And yeah, that is all good and ready to go. So fuel is on board, so let's put the seatbelt signs on. Cycle the packs. Okay, so that's all good. I'm going to start the APU up while we're boarding. See what we got left here. It's literally only the cargo going, so what we can do is go into the performance takeoff and sync the live weather, which is QNH101 packs I'm going to have on. We'll sync the final load sheet when it's done. Let's go back to here. QNH1029, let's just set that. we go, set 3 times. Get the aircraft ready to rock and roll. I'm happy with constraints. You stay at 20 and be able to see the radar. And we're just going to put our top altitude at 37,000 feet in. There's no restrictions, no ATC. So let's get up there and enjoy the flight. I'm going to push it forward to give it managed flight, managed heading, and managed speed. We'll have the 3 dots later. For now, that is us done. If anyone's got any questions, please let me know. Like I said, do it in the live chat. I'm just going to see if the live chat's working. The message couldn't be sent. Request entry is not found. Huh. That's interesting. I hope you got a live chat anyway. I'm not really sure what's going on there, so I'm ready to get out of here as soon as we're loaded. So yeah, let's have a look. Baggage loaders there. Just doing what baggage loaders do there. Really destroyed for that about really destroyed. Screenshot from my gallery. Okay, boarding is now complete. Okay, boarding is now complete. We're going to jump back inside the aircraft. Jump back onto track IR. Well, it's actually, I use Dean clip.
This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Thank you. We are loaded.
Cabin crew, boarding is now complete.
Center DC.
Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
We'll sync the final load sheet and calculate, please. 149, 149, 152. Flaps 2 up 0.3. And let's send that to the MCDU. Voila, by magic. Let's go ahead and look at the latest load sheet. We'll accept that. Go back and you've got a flight plan. 3 dots are ready to go. APU is running. Put that forward and we're going to request now pushback APU bleed could go on. Packs can come off, ready for engine start. And I'm just going to flick the beacon on, and that'll tell GSX to give us a pushback. And remember, we want to face left. Pushback nose left if it gives us a choice. I've requested pushback, so let's start the timer.
We are ready for pushback.
Anyone there? Anyone watching? Please send me a message. And if I haven't got the live chat set up correctly, I'm very sorry. I'll have to have a look at that later on.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
So questions to anybody watching, what do you do during longer flights? I mean, this isn't going to be a long flight, 2 hours 20 minutes. I love and I like playing Sudoku, so that's what I do, as well as monitoring the systems though. I don't just mean I am. Put him on the aircraft. It's obviously an aircraft I haven't got down there. I believe that's probably a PMGG. I haven't got any yet. I was waiting for the 777 to come out, and I'm still going to wait for the 777 to come out. We're going to go nose left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Releasing the brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Oh, so we can start engine straight away, which is nice. So I'm going to go up. Flick my engine
Cabin
start.
crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Engine starts on and select the chrono. And we're going to start 2 then 1. So we started 1 and 2 last time. Thrust levers are to idle. I must have knocked them.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft.
7478 there. Cargo. That's a nice emblem, I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A320.
Okay, so our pressures, oil
Illuminated
pressures are
signs
rising,
and crew instructions
temperatures
including the
rising,
following safety procedures. The
EGT is
safety card found in your
stabilising,
seat pocket
N1
contains
stable,
important information about exit
and
routes,
engine 1 is
oxygen
available.
masks,
Let's go
life
ahead and we'll
jackets,
start
and
engine
the
2.
brace
Please
position,
set parking
which
brakes.
you must adopt if you
And we're
hear
setting the
brace,
brake.
brace.
Welcome
There are
your
8
confirmation
emergency
for a
exits on
good
this
start.
aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be
Okay,
aware
confirm
Cockpit to
good
ground.
engine start.
We have a good engine start.
may be
You can disconnect.
Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we
Just waiting for
recommend
engine
that
2
you
to
keep it
stabilise.
fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on
And
each
engine
side to adjust.
1, sorry,
Put
is
on your own
stabilised.
mask before helping others.
Switch to off.
If we land on water,
Let's bring
take
on
a
the
life jacket
radar
from under your
now.
seat.
We're not going to fry anybody.
Remove from the pouch.
Let's
and
arm
over your
speed
neck.
brakes.
Pass the
I
tapes
must be
around your
removed.
wrist
Flaps
and click
1.
together. Pull the strap to adjust.
That's 2 even.
Right is
Do
clear.
not
Two
inflate the life
set.
jacket inside the aircraft.
And we're going up trim
When
3. So I'm
outside,
just going
inflate
to
it by pulling the
zoom in
toggle.
so you can see what I'm doing.
If it fails
So
to
this value
inflate
here, so
or
we're going to
needs
go up
topping
3
up,
on the trim. So
blow
press my
into
trim
this
button
tube.
3
There
times.
is a light and whistle for attracting attention.
And then we're going to do a
The
flight
cabin
control
crew can
check.
assist you with
Full
life
left,
jackets for children.
neutral.
Your tray table must now be stowed,
Whack my hand off
armrest
so on
down,
the table and
window
moving
blinds
it.
open, and seatbelt fastened.
And we're going to go
Further information
full
regarding
right
your safety on
and
board
neutral.
can be found in the in-flight magazine.
Full
We
up
hope you have a great flight.
and neutral. Full down, hard stop, and neutral. And our rudder pedals. So, rudder left, neutral, rudder right, neutral. And we're just going to take them through a couple of more times because they can get sensitive. Flight controls are free and correct, so that's all good. Let me just zoom back out now. Flight control page off. Okay, looking on the overhead, I'm going to put the taxi light on, the runway turn off lights on, packs can go on, APU can come off, and APUD can come off. We'll let the cabin crew know we're about to taxi. Okay. Everything there is good to go. So, like I said, we're going to taxi left, so we're going to take ourselves back up on this circuit out to Foxtrot and go to the whole short on Foxtrot. Just doing the sweep now before taxi. 2 armed, 3 indicating, perf, plan, max, lights and signs. Takeoff config is normal, apart from the cabin. So let's go ahead and start the taxi out. little bit of thrust on the aircraft, get it going. And we are just going to swing back around. Follow taxi markings as best we can. And all we're going to do now is taxi to the apron. Let's put a bit more thrust on. Let's get there today, would be nice. The reason why we're taking the A310, I did the leg coming here in the Chorus 787, but I really do want some practice on landing the Phoenix. I'm having a little issue with ballooning, so I want to try and get that squared away. Like I said, we're going to go all the way around to Foxtrot, so we're going to follow this taxi lines all the way around. There's Qatar there. Very nice. This is just a default scenery, it's okay. General AI buildings. It's good enough for what we want when we're doing a tour. We don't want to spend out money on airports when you don't need to. Air France also is here. Olympic. Slow down just a little bit there. Sorry about that. We're looking at some Air France. That'll be a Dreamliner. Now is that the 787-10 or 9 or 8? There's a quiz for you. If you know, drop it in the messages. And that looks like a Turkish cargo over there on the ramp.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff.
I was wondering when she was going to do that. I'm going to put my strobe on now. Wing lights can go on.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you very much. Takeoff no blue is correct anyway from us. Sit down. This is down Foxtrot. Well, there's no markings. To me it can only be Foxtrot. So that's good. No ATC, we've got no traffic, so we're just going to go ahead, line up and take off. Of course we're going to follow the right procedures as well, as we are flying for the company of Skyways Virtual. So Foxtrot here is literally right at the threshold of the runway. Let's go ahead and takeoff lights could go on, and because there's no traffic we could go straight on with them also. TARA is set to above, that's in auto anyway. We're taking straight off, remember. Just lose a little bit of speed in the turn. Getting distracted by the OBS screen on my other monitor. And let's start our 60-minute fuel check. Okay. Brakes. So our V speeds, we're rotating at 149. This runway's plenty big enough. I'm just trying to line up nicely. Okay, actually I think this is the first flight I've done for Skyways with the Fenix. So here we go. There's no wind's directly to us, so a little bit on the stick, and we're going to take the throttles through to 50%. Stable the throttles at 50%, release the toe brake, and man flex 61 SRS and runway. Try to keep center line. It's through 80 knots. A little bit of rudder. 100 knots coming back on stick. Oh, those rudders are sensitive today. And we're coming up to V1, hands off the throttle and rotates. 15 degrees. Positive rate gear up. Just following the flight director outfit now. Wings level, we can put autopilot on. Autopilot 1 is on. Monitoring the system. Levers to climb and clean up. So, ground spoilers disarmed. We're going to go flaps 1. Let's take off the taxi lights. Runway turn off lights. All the lights for now. Coming up to flaps 1 speed. Flaps 1, flaps up, speed check. Flaps up. Bit stuttery, that's transition. Standard on 1, standard on 2, standard on 3. Passing 3,200, checked and verified. Let's get my flight information up. That's going to annoy me if that continues to do that. There is no restriction, so I'm going to go ahead and bring my range up. And
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened whilst the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we will commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to choose from our fresh selection available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure.
Temperatures are good,
you can also purchase
the
a
ice.
selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept all major credit and debit cards. If we can be of any further assistance, just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Okay. 7.5. Let's go ahead now and put that back to wind. See what the wind's doing. Coming to 10,000. We'll let the camera crew know we're still on that outbound leg, well inbound leg to the Papa Tango Alpha VOR. So that's 10,000 feet. Our lights can go off though. Our wing light could go off, and I'm just going to let the cabin crew know that they could go ahead and get up and about, start doing their jobs. So remember, on this inbound leg to the VOR, we can actually, sorry, wrong one, put that on to show you. So VOR, we're coming into, oh, it's actually still got the S VOR. I wonder if VOR 2 is tuned to, okay, so we can tune that ourselves by going into the Navro page. We should have done this before takeoff anyway. So VOR, we're going to put in there is PTA. Let's put in there select that. 113.70 is that one. And there you go, now we're headed directly into the VOR, as you can see, and on a course, a radian of 290, so we could put that in there as well. 290. And if we went to our VOR, and you'll see, like we said with the chart, we are heading in, yeah? The VOR is enunciated anyway. And when we hit that, we're going to be taking an outbound radial from the VOR of 56 degrees. So we're going to be turning left down here, so we could put that back into the other side at 50, let's put 56 as a course. See now my course bar's changed. You'd obviously be flying on headed, but I know we're nearly at PTA because I can see. So what we're going to do, when we come over, the needle will draw down. As we get closer, the needle will come down to the outbound track, and you'll see that go centre as we complete our turn out to Dorvo, which was our transition. There you go. So we are now transitioning. We're over the VOR, but remember we want the outbound course, and there you go. So the arrow's pointed to the VOR that we're leaving. That will come across and level up when we're at a heading of 56 degrees. As we've selected here. We really, if I was to go into head and nav mode, we're actually a little bit off course there. Right, that was just a little bit of look at our nav needles. We are correct on the nav, and we can go back to ARC. We're actually still on our flight path. I'll just bring the range out here. Top of climb. There's a few airports around that we can use. $19,000 feet. Seatbelt's still on for now. Okay, I'm going to run a recall on a systems test. Everything's good to go. Good there. vertical speed is going to drop under 2,000 feet per minute in a few minutes time. I just want to finish this transition really before we let the passenger start walking around, but it's quite a straight run. Although there's a few clouds, the weather is actually really good, so I think we can release the passengers. Let's release them. Okay. So now we're just monitoring the climb. We're going to have a quick pop outside. Nice aircraft. I do like the Fenix, to be honest. That's probably louder than I am, so I'll drop that down a little bit there. Okay. Back inside the cockpit then. And yeah, we're just now flying and cruising to our destination in Rio de Janeiro, and everything is good. Let's keep the track on the route. A 2 hour 20-minute flight, so we'll be checking off fuel anyway. It's one of my favourite views, that is, gotta be honest. That can go back to Perth. Climb phase. Everything good there. So, let's bring charts up. We can see the route we're taking, and if we go into got any starred? No. If we go into the not ground charts, so the arrival we're coming on is the I think it's the PayB 3 Alpha, no 1 Alpha, so it's that one. So we can star that, close the arrival, open the approach, ILS T10, which is that one, star that, close that, ground charts, star the airport, star the parking spots, close that, and then we can just look at the charts with so let's just zoom that out. Just a route progress really. World map, there we go. So as discussed, now we can just click on any ones of these and we can see the routes we're coming in. It should also keep the zoom. I'm not sure if it does. We'll check now, because we're going to go back onto that one. No, it doesn't, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter, we can just go back, and there's the route. Close that off. Just zoom in a little bit there. So yeah, coming over like Uruguay. Brazil, and then finally into Rio. So that's that. Beautiful. And we'll just go look at the first officer side. Head track coming back on. So the waypoints that, sorry, I'm looking on my tablet on my left. So I reckon we're going to be having a fuel check at low mid, just due to the top of climb around low mid there. Just going to bring that up because we want to check roughly the fuel is good. We've rounded up. We took basically an extra 60 kilos, not a lot, because I already requested an extra ton anyway. So yeah, everything's good here. Nothing on the radar. Everything's good first officer side. I think I also have PA on. TCAS is on and we're above. Floodlights are off. Everything is good on my side. Okay, so yeah. I've never flew this part of the world before, so I'm really loving the scenes, if I'm honest. It's a nice part of the world. So I feel like I'm just talking to myself, so if anyone's out there, drop me a message. Let me know how you are. I wonder if you could play music. Okay. Automatically tune in the radios. Interesting. Beyond ATC, I should have put Beyond ATC on for a bit more realism for us all. I don't think you can start Beyond ATC during flight, can you? Or can you? I'm not sure. Okay, well, if I keep my head tracker on for too much longer, it's going to give me a headache. So, I am literally... yeah, I think I'm going to pause my head tracker and let's have a nice view during cruise. Why not? Grab my can of pop. Get my Sudoku ready if no one's chatting to me. I'm just going to check I ain't going mad. And the reason for that... and let's have a nice view during cruise. Why not? Grab my can of pop. Get my Sudoku ready if no one's chatting to me. How do you chat then? It's not a private video. I'm just going to check I ain't going mad. And the reason for that... it thinks it's a private video. Have a nice view during cruise, why not? Grab my can of pop. Get my Sudoku ready if no one's chatting to me. How do you chat then? I'm just looking on my... my YouTube to see why I can't, nobody can chat to me, so that is no. Oh, hold on, what's this? Do I have to do something in my settings? I'm gonna have a quick look, see if I have to do anything in the settings. So manage videos. I'm just looking through. Guys, I'm really sorry if someone's trying to chat to me. I am so sorry. Let's just go to my channel, view channel. Settings. Oh. Yeah, shows I'm live. Okay, well that should be not private, that should be public. So visibility should be anybody. Yes, there's nothing in here that isn't made for kids. Add tags. Let's go into flights 24, comma, MSFS, comma, Fly UK, comma, virtual airline, comma, and we've gone from, we're going into Brazil, and we're going into Rio. We're on the A320 and the Phoenix, and just giving it a few tags here. You can't see what I'm doing, I'm just talking to myself. And let's save that. The video updated. Now I'm going to go back in. Aha. So, can I now chat? Right, so I'm going to close that. And now I'm going to go into... Oh. Happy days, yeah. So that's done. So I'm going to go to the live stream. Now, just seeing if anything comes up. LG chat. Oh, I think I've done something wrong here, but it doesn't really matter. We can go ahead and talk through some systems of the Airbus if you like. How it's 90% airplane and sorry, 90% computer and 10% airplane. Ooh. We can always go through that as well. So we'll go for some systems. I cannot see it. I wonder if I can write a message to anybody. Hi. The message entry was not found. If anyone has experience with OBS Studio and YouTube streaming, can you let me know how we do the live chat and set it up? I'll be very much appreciated. So that'll be awesome. What a beautiful view, eh, from the Airbus. I don't even know if we're on what's it called? Yeah, I don't even know if we are at cruise yet. Let's go back and have a look. So I'm just gonna pop back down. Yeah, we're a bit heavy, struggling to get up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to settle the aircraft down to 636 for a little bit, just to give us some time to catch up. And I'm trying to figure out now, it's annoying me why I can't chat, but if I can't chat with anybody, how would I know what people are saying? And how do you play music over the top? Does anyone know? I'd love to know that. Drop frames is 0. Good interconnection, obviously. Everything's cool. So there's obviously a setting I'm not looking at properly, isn't there? I'm just looking over on OBS at the minute. There's a setting I'm not looking at properly. If I change the media source, would that change anything? Can you still see the stream? Whoever's watching. I'm trying to play some music for you. No, game capture. Yeah, that's fine. Capture audio better. When enabled, creates an application audio capture source that automatically updates to the currently captured window application. Note that if the desktop audio is configured, this could result in double audio. Well, let's take that out. Doesn't need to be there, does it? Not double audio. I can go back up now. Take her back up. Okay, media. Can I play anything? Well, I wonder if I can just play some music in the background for you. Let's have a listen. Background music. Put that on continuous loop. So let me know if that's coming through actually. It is coming through. I think I need to be a bit more of a pro at this. Let's have some tunage, yeah. Why not? Why not? Let's turn it down just a little bit. So this music I'm playing is not copyrighted music, it's from free YouTube music. But if I could do it for the OBS player, you're gonna have to. Someone's gonna have to let me know. Comment. If we can't live chat, then just comment. It will notify me that someone's commented, at least. I hope. And I'll be able to, yeah, answer any questions or anything like that. Burn off a little bit of weight now, so we're gonna try and go up to 37,000 feet. Manage climb. Get us up there pretty quick. So who out? Two seconds if that's definite, yeah. Should be okay. Lovely day for flying. We're having a party up in the air here. I'll put my tray out. Want yours out, first officer? Have your tray out as well. Most of you like. Ah, that's interesting. Well, it's probably not interesting to most people. You already probably know it. But here, until we start getting any chats or anything going, maybe there's something I have to enable in YouTube itself. Maybe. You're not going to be able to see what's on my screen, so I'm just going to quickly go in. YouTube, my channel, see what's going on here. YouTube Studio, is it in there? So, how do I see where I'm live? Obviously you can't see this. Is it there? Ah, yes. So, let's have a look in here. I don't have any payments, so don't panic about it. There's no ads on mine. So if you just want to watch a full video, then that's what you're watching. Comments. Okay. Let me just do something here then. Maybe if I put that on there, save that for a second. Will that change the comment options? Yes. Okay, so comments should be on now. Should be on now. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so let's go back. So I'm just going to go to okay, good. Let's go back to my channel. Do my channel. If you get double audio here, I do apologise. You won't though, because I'm going to mute it. Settings, captures, comics. Aha, the live chat. So I'm going to see if I see this chat. Anything coming through? And I'm going to send one back. No, this message cannot be sent. Request equity quality was not found. Oh, please somebody help me here. Well, I can see there's live chat here. You can go on the chat. Pop out chat. Tell you what, I'm popping it out onto my other screen. So, hey, we can chat now. So, I found a way around it for now. Obviously, there's a setting that I need to do in my OBS somewhere. So, yeah. But at least we can chat. So, I'm just going to close my screen down. Yeah. A little bit of music for the journey. And that's all we're doing. So whereabouts? We've gone past Limdo now, actually. We're only at half an hour. So I'm going to bring up a few more of the chat lists. Maybe go as far as Telepi, Devo, Totem. And that should be then the hour's worth. Spectacular. It's just a totally different world, isn't it? Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hey? Totally different world. I'm going to see if by adding... how do I do this now? So let me see if I can add a chat now to see if it's does it view. Dock toolbar, source toolbar, status bar, stats, multi-view. Always on top, docs. There's a YouTube live control panel. Don't need that. Maybe I do. You're gonna have to let me know. Docs, chat. Message couldn't be sent. Request entry was not found. I'm gonna have to find out how this works properly. Please, if you're watching this video, send me a chat if you know. Say hello. Okay, that's the dog. I'm going to leave you with this for a minute while the dog's barking. Yeah, so I'll just turn down that music just a little bit now, so hopefully it won't dress out. So this is the route we're taking up here. I've already done all this, so I don't need to go into that. But if you're like me and you want to know the weather, you just click on the airport, like so. Just click the weather tab. You've got the META or the TAF, okay. Shouldn't affect us. As I look at VATSIM, has VATSIM got any? There's no ways. No real 80s available, so that's, I don't know what they. So, Net Rio, the latest weather says we've got 300 by 4 knots. Which I'm interested in, especially if I'm landing on runway 10. Should still be okay. Temperature of 20 degrees and QNH of 1021. Okay, there's a few broken clouds there at 3,000 feet. Obviously there's overcast, there's a drizzly rain forecast there. So drizzly rain, broken clouds, that's what these mean. There's a few clouds at 300 feet. Ceiling there, it says broken at 5, that's what we look at here. 500 feet. 300 feet, there's a few clouds. Overcast conditions at 2,000 feet, which is shown here. So, you know, if you don't know how to read the META strip, you can always look down here. It should be in the right order. So wind, visibility at the airport, rain and drizzle. Okay, that's the conditions, but that's how it does it. There's a few clouds there at 3,000. There's a few clouds at, 300 feet. Broken 500 feet, overcast at 2,000 feet, temperature is 20 degrees, dew point is 80, so it's quite high. QNH 1021. So that is all in here. Obviously there, the altimeter. It also gives you in hectopascals, and it also gives you in inches per mercury as well. So yeah, so that's all you need to do. To check it out. Nobody's chatting. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We're currently flying anyway. You know, this is a tour, so it's all good. Yeah, okay, now I can see the chat, which is good. I should be able to... Nope. I'm going to copy the link. Go back into Discord, and I'm going to put it on BA, why not? I might even get told off for that, but never mind. I might go out. Videos and stream. Fly UK live streaming. What I'm gonna do? Can I delete something I've put on here? Yeah, I'm going to delete that, yes. And I'm going to add the one I've got here. That's miles better. Okay. I was just adding it onto my Discord. Because I'm going mental. And I just want to see if Have I paused that? Oh. Yeah, okay, now I can see the chat, which is good. I should be able to... Oh. Okay, so... Copy the link. So I've just been teaching myself really what's going on. So I know you can hear me, I can hear anybody that joins in. I now have the ability to see the live chat thanks to a pop out from my YouTube studio. I don't know why the pop out isn't working in OBS. If you do know that and you're joining the stream, please put it in the comments or drop us a chat in the live chat. Remember, let's have no horrible negativity in the chat. So the route we're going is this is a rather straight flight, boring flight until we get to Aknoop, and then from there we're following obviously the Papa Alpha Bravo Echo Bravo 1 Alpha through to landing in Rio de Janeiro. As you see that, the airport. As we land, as briefed, we're going to try and come off this high-speed taxi point here, come back on ourselves, and we're going to follow this down until we get to the link here. I believe this is link 1, and then as we go across link 1, yeah, we'll find somewhere to park that GSX wants to give us. We've still got a long flight ahead of us. There we are there. So we're at cruising altitude, cost index of 25, and we're coming up to the so we're going to be doing some checks in a little while. Just remember then to join me in the chat, join the channel. Even if you don't like the video, please subscribe, and if you comment and you want to see a different airplane, or you need some help on an airplane frame, let me know what it is. So we're coming up to 46 minutes, so it does look like Totem is going to be our fuel checkpoint, which is fine, and we've got Totem set here anyway, and 6.7 we should have, so 6.7 we should have at Totem, so we'll check that as we're going in. What's this do? Yeah. I don't know if you get done for copyright by playing other music, so I'm just playing this free one off YouTube around in a circle, if you're wondering what I'm doing. And I don't really know if there's many people viewing, so I don't really know what to talk about. I'll tell you what we'll talk about. We'll do some systems chit-chats on the Airbus systems. So for now, let's shrink down Navigraphs. Let's come back. MCDU. Okay, so this is the one I want to look at, to take you through some systems on the Airbus. So you'll always have, on any Airbus, this setup. Now, on the A380 you might have bigger screens, obviously you've got 4 throttles, but you will have, of course, your ECAS page. ECAS, engine, computer, and systems reporting page. And this is just your cruise page. It gives you a little detail of what's going on. So in the engines, for example, what fuel's used, what we've burnt already, which tells you there 2840. You can add them two numbers together, gives you the same. the oil quantity. So it's done in quarts, so it's 14.5 quarts. Vibration in the engines and the rear blades. Obviously, front of your engine information is up here, so you have everything you need to look at the engines to make a decision on this page. If you don't want to confuse it in emergency, just press engine there. Everything then matches up. Bleed system. So the bleed system on the Airbus, on the A320. Where do we get the bleed from? So you'll see these valves open here and here. Okay, these valves are from the engine compressor, comes through. It's at 40 psi, which is about the same pressure as a car tyre, just to put that in perspective, at 200 degrees. Then it comes through here to your packs are open. Sorry, it comes through the outbleed valve to your condenser, if you like, your heat exchanger, so it takes that 90 degrees, so it's gone from 200 to 90 degrees on the low side to the high side, and to cool side to 20 degrees. And it goes out through 3 service heads. It does the same both on engine 1 and engine 2. Your ram air is also fed from there. If we look at the pressurization page, obviously we're in automatic pressurization. So the bleed, you see these triangles. So this triangle, I don't know if you can see my mouse actually on the stream. So engine 1 triangle, the first one, missed the middle, and the second triangle at engine 2. If you go on the pressurization sheet, you'll see that 2 pack symbols come with the triangles, and that's the feed into the pressurization system. Obviously the PSI is set at 8. That's 8 PSI. And the cabin altitude in feet is set at 7,500 feet, which is very comfortable for their passengers to endure. And the vertical speed, as we know, we're not going up and down, so that is there. Now, to regulate this pressure, if we're not doing it automatically, we have system 1. It's the same system, but we have an inlet and outlet valve. So, if we want to lower the cabin pressure to a little bit more, say if we're in a high altitude and there's a problem, we need to do this ourselves. We'll open the outlet and inlet via the manual up and down to regulate this pressure here. We have a safety valve that goes too high, that opens and bleeds off excess pressure. Okay, but you can't rely on it in manual. It does it in auto very easily. The electrical page, you have both your AC and DC on the same page. So AC is direct current, and that is from the batteries. Okay, so the batteries 1 and 2 supply the battery essential bus bar, so the direct current essential bus bar. Okay, but it also holds a charge from the AC bus bar, where it gets took from 100 volts down to 28 volts DC, and it charges the batteries. And we can also, with the transformer on the AC side on engine number 1, we can also run the DC essential bus bar. If we lost engine 2, we'd still have full electrical systems basically. So if you look down on the generator, down on where it says India Delta Golf 1, right at the bottom corner of that, you'll see there's Gen 1, 23%, that's your load, your voltage and the hertz. So hertz is the speed, or the frequency, it's the speed that generator is running at. 115 volts is what it's producing, and it's got a load of 23%. Then going on to the essential AC bus bar, and then it goes down, like I just said, to the transformer, and it steps down that 115 volts for a series of coils down to 28 volts, and it gives out 59 amps. It does exactly the same on engine number 2's generator, so the speed, the voltage, the load is a little bit less because we're not having to power essential bus bars, and that's how that works. The hydraulic system is 3 on the Airbus. You've got green, blue and yellow. The pressure should be around 3000 psi. So if you if we go back and we said that 40 psi is like the so you imagine just under 10 times your car tyre, and that's why each line's pressurized to. So it shows you here you've got hydraulics fed from the engine 1 and engine 2 and the electrical supply, which is overhead, and you can sort that out. So obviously we've got oil quantity, which is okay, the valve's open, the pump's in auto, and it's running. So engine 1 runs the green system, engine 2 exactly the same, quantities are okay, pump's open, and it supplies the yellow system. Now the electrical that you see here pump can also supply the yellow system but not the green and blue. So if we lost engine 1, we could still use all our flight controls from the blue and yellow system. If we started losing engine 2, we'd only have the green system powering, so we'd be down to one system plus the electric, so we'd probably be able to bring on blue ram turbine and the power transfer unit. Fuel, check your fuel balances across. Obviously self-explanatory, the fuel, you've got the outer wing fuel tanks, the inner wing fuel tanks in the centre. Obviously valves to the centre are shut because we've not got no fuel in the centre, and we've got our normal fuel pumps in the automatic. These valves here are the inlets to engine 1 and 2, and that's what they are. And this valve here is your cross feed, and then you also feed the APU off the centre, and the APU is fed right down low and can go off the dregs of the centre tank, so you can start the APU pretty low on fumes and it should still run. Obviously the APU page is important on the ground, it's not really important in the air. The conditioning page, now those 3 arrows comes through, you got the hot air, remember, comes through to the conditioning page for the packs, and inside the packs you got the air conditioners, and it goes through into the various stages of the cockpit, cabin, forward and aft. It depends what you selected, so we selected cool. If I was to go up to the top of the paddle, hold on a second, and I was going to select this to colder because we're in a tropical climate. Let's go back down. Okay, you'll start seeing these temperatures change. Okay, and you'll start dropping this temperature down in the cabin. Let's drop to 20, 20, that's dropped to 20. You see that the cockpit, the forward cabin is now dropping to 23. So all of these should drop down to the required temperature. Door page, where you should hope nothing is open on here during flight, and if it is, you've got a serious issue and you should really think about going down below 10,000. We'll deal with this company message in a minute, I know what it is. Wheel page, so you've got your temperatures and pressures. Flight controls, that's what the aircraft's doing right at this very minute. And that is roughly it. So we've done an hourly ECAM check. We're about to do a fuel check, and let's go ahead and get rid of this message on here. It's going to say send a delay. Yes, we were delayed 15 minutes, so okay, we'll send a delay for 15 minutes. So code, let's give it a code 15, and for 15 minutes. I'll send that, and we'll go back to receive messages. We'll get another message pop up in a minute saying it's been received. There you go, company message received. There you go. Happy days. Okay, so we're going to do a fuel check now. So like we said, well, we're covered up to Opwa. So let's just jump out of here. Let's go across. See what the fuel should be at Opwa. Hold on. What have I done? 6.3. So 6.3 tons. We've gone past 624, so we'll keep an eye on that. So let's restart for another hour. Hopefully we won't be in the air for another hour, that'll be nice. Okay, so we've gone through the systems of the aircraft. Now the Airbus like anything is repeated, and I've got to say the Airbuses do their overheads the best. Everything is where you want it, so it's in logical order as well. Yeah, your INS systems, your emergency flight controls and evac systems, GPWS systems, your oxygen systems, your calls are over this side where you'd expect. Your fire control panel, you've got your hydraulic panel that was talking about there. So obviously you've got your pumps, the green, so there's your engine pumps. Your electrical pump is on the yellow, and your electrical there also to the blue. You've got your fuel section here like we said, and it's mimicking. And if you look at this flow diagram, it's the same as what's on the fuel ECAM page. So you got your left 1 and 2 pumps that you've seen, the centres are off, but they're in auto, so it wouldn't matter if we were to turn them off manually, and your rights, and obviously your crossfeed. Come down then to your electrical panel. Electrical panel, again a direct representation there. You've got generators through to your ties and through to the batteries, which is all good. Air conditioning below that, obviously your pack flow conditions, so that we've seen our temperature drop. We'll go and see what difference that's made in a minute. And pressurization for landing is in the auto configuration, and all the lights, so that could go to auto now. All the lights, signs and Hoosier flops are all up there. Hoosier flops, but I mean compass lighting, dome lighting, integral lighting, it's all up there. You've got obviously the data bank, your flight controls over here, quick looks, and your cargo suppression system. So yeah, quite a bit going on. Could start bringing that map back. That's going all the way up now. So yeah, so that was that. Obviously we'll let Navigraph kick back in. Oh no. Navigraph is being a plonker. So it's caused us to pause a little bit. Yeah, so basically Navigraph is playing up there. See if I can get rid of it. Nope. Oh, that's just brilliant, Navigraph. Thank you very much. So I'm going to have to sort this out a different way. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, it won't let me do that either. Okay. So this thinks I'm paused. Tell you what, we're going to stop. Just going to stop anything unnecessary for now, so the music's coming off. Oh wow, so you can't see it on my stream, but Navigraph has just crashed it. So I'm going to stop streaming here and see if I can recover this issue. Can I pause it? Let's put that away. Okay, so I'm gonna have to stop streaming just to no. trying to figure this out. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. We should be okay. So you can't see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at my task manager and there's nothing really created as an issue. I don't know what's happening here. I can't. There's Navigraph. Can I just shut Navigraph off? So Symlink is not running for some reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end that process. See if that kicks it back into live. Okay, yeah, so officially I'm gonna have to stop the stream. My simulator won't come back. I wonder if I could. Hold on, it's doing something now. Just tried something. Nope, computer's totally crashed. Well, I apologise for that. It was well, at least you got a good view of before, so I'm gonna have to stop that recording. Stop recording there. And I'm going to redo the flight again. So, thanks for watching. If you have been watching, drop us a like and we'll continue this another day. So until then, I'll see you later.